Hi. Today I'm going to be talking about sustainable shipping within the surf industry. Imagine you're getting your dream surfboard, but it shows up at your door wrapped in layers of plastic, foam, and other single-use plastics that will outlive the surfboard by hundreds of years. And today I'm going to be talking about why the surf industry needs to adopt sustainable shipping practices and how companies like A New Earth Project are leading the way. Many surfers love nature and want to protect our oceans, but more often than not, a lot of our gear comes wrapped in the very waste that pollutes our own oceans. Changing shipping practices is crucial to protecting the waters that we love. And first, I'll talk about the environmental impact of traditional shipping methods, and then we can explore how organizations like A New Earth Project or Firewire are offering sustainable solutions to other shipping practices. And then finally, we'll discuss how sustainable shipping can become the new industry standard. So, first off, we'll talk about the environmental harm of traditional shipping practices. And we can't really fix the problem without fully understanding it. So, first off, traditional surfboard shipping practices use petroleum-based products like bubble wrap, packing peanuts, and foam blocks that often end up in landfills and can't really be recycled, and in worst case scenarios, it'll end up back in the ocean. And the carbon footprint of shipping itself is also massive, especially with packaging materials that are non-recyclable or non-compostable, and they contribute to climate change. Like, for example, the surf shop I work at, we ship surfboards from here on the West Coast all the way over to the East Coast in Florida or New York or wherever. And if you just think about like the time it takes to drive to the airport, fly the board out, and then drive to wherever it's getting shipped, that's a lot of pollution. So, first, I want to talk about there's some companies that call for change. And the first company I wanted to talk about was A New Earth Project, and they partner with surfers and companies to create packaging for renewable and compostable materials, like paper-based wraps or molded fiber that protect the boards just as well as plastic, or sometimes even better. And at the surf shop I work at, we use these actual products, like from their pre-made boxes to this thing called the corrugate wrap, and it wraps the boards and protects it very well. We also have like even recyclable tape. Even many people don't think of that. And another company I want to talk about were Firewire surfboards and how they're committed to using eco-friendly materials not only in their surfboards but also in their shipping as well, using minimal and recyclable packaging whenever possible. And companies like these show that sustainability is possible within the surf industry, and it shows that performance is really well with these products that like sustainable shipping products can work just as well as like our single-use plastic ones. And so now let's talk about how we, the consumers, can make sustainable shipping the norm and not just an option. So, we, the consumers, have a lot of power by choosing to support brands that prioritize sustainable shipping, eco-friendly shipping, and we're able to send a strong message through the industry because we can choose to support companies that use sustainable practices versus those that don't. And industry leaders do need to set higher standards and push for certifications like the Sustainable Surf's Eco Board label to extend just beyond board manufacturing, but also into sustainable shipping and its packaging. And through smart purchasing decisions and vocal advocacy, we can make sustainable shipping the industry standard and protect the ocean for our future surfers and future generations to come. So, today, we uncovered the environmental damage caused by traditional shipping practices, such as single-use plastics that just get thrown in dumps or even end back up in the ocean. And we saw how innovative work come from leaders like A New Earth Project or Firewire, and how sustainable shipping practices can be applied and they work just as well as the old ones. And we also talked about how we can be part of the solution and not the problem. And this isn't just about shipping, it's about protecting our oceans, our sport, and our future. And sustainable shipping in the surf industry is not just possible, it's necessary, and we need to make change. The next time you order a surfboard, ask yourself, will the packaging protect the ocean that we surf in? If not, it's time to demand better for our boards and for our Earth. Thank you.